When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the right. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Crosses to 40. Ripping through the defense. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Hit as he throws. Snares it outside. It's Ebby. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Going for the big play. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back to pass on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. On the move at the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Back open in the middle. and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Working on the right. Slips a tackle and he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Spits it out to the back. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this...
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A great catch and run for 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Crosses the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be third and long. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Noles in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Kickoff! What a play to set him up!
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some... And what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory. He jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5.